Once upon a time, there was a very silly girl who loved to decorate for fall. She loved it so much, in fact, that she decided to turn her whole kitchen into a magical autumn forest with wallpaper. She spent the whole afternoon carefully cutting out and placing the wallpaper to line up just right. Of course, there were plenty of obstacles along the way. The wallpaper was a cunning foe that would often grab hold and stick to itself at the most inopportune moment. Or the girl would stand back only to realize that the pattern had shifted ever so slightly and was not in its proper place. Oh my gosh. It looks so good, so super duper cute. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And it really does tie in now this wall with, this green wall. I'm gonna kind of just throw everything back up there and then we can finally start actually decorating for fall. So it's been like pretty darn hot all day today, but it got all moody outside and then it started raining. So it is literally like perfect fall decorating weather, besides the fact that I'm still just a little bit sweaty from how hot it was earlier. We're gonna take it because this is the perfect cozy vibes. I have some open space above my stove and around my range hood that I always love to add some fun seasonal decor, and so I headed outside to try to find the perfect stick. I wanted to create a fun little whimsical forest inspired moment, so I hung the stick that I found outside up just using some clear fishing wire. I then used just a little bit of hot glue in order to secure some moss to the branch. I already had this moss on hand from a different project, so I was happy to get an excuse to use the rest of the bag, but you can easily find moss at most craft stores or online. I then added some of my spooky faux butterflies. I made these last year and there's a tutorial on my Instagram page, but I really just got some faux butterflies and spray painted them this really beautiful metallic black. Lastly, I wanted to add my magical floating candles here. I got these a couple years ago, and every year I like to pull them out and try to challenge myself to decorate with them in just a slightly different way, and I just think that they're so much fun. I never get tired of them. In the dining room, I really wanted to create more of a cottagecore inspired fall feeling. I knew this blue floral tablecloth would generally not be considered fall, but I just love how it looked with pumpkins. I thrifted these ceramic pumpkins the last couple years, and unfortunately they got a little bit banged up in our basement over the winter, so I gave them a fresh coat of paint, and I still love them just the way they are. I know it may be silly to some people, but I just love any excuse to redecorate this little hutch. It's nice and functional because it has plenty of storage on the bottom of it, but I love this top half for changing out seasonally and just with whatever is my favorite items at the moment. Okay, so our house has been under renovations for a very, very long time at this point, including the exterior. Most of the exterior of our house right now is looking like extra rough. It's in that stage where it's like, it looks a lot worse before it looks better. However, this spot at our back door, I think looks pretty cute. And so I thought that this year it would be fun to just add a little bit of decor out here. I know it's really only going to be seen by like me and my husband, but I still thought, you know what? I want to do it for me, so we're just going to do it. So one of the little things that I wanted to do out here was add a little cauldron planter. If you saw my fall inspiration video, then I shared a couple of videos of cauldron planters and I kind of became obsessed with the idea. I thought it was so cute. So I thought I would try making my own because I really could not find like any online. So I went to Party City, I found this. It's just a plastic cauldron. It's like 15 bucks, but it's a pretty like hard plastic, so I think it'll hold up pretty well. It does already have one hole in the bottom, which is great, but I think I'm gonna add a couple more holes just for drainage at the bottom of this. And then I want to try
doing a few layers of like spray paint and maybe some other other experiments. But I was thinking, you know, I can layer some spray paint to just make it look a little less plasticky. See how cute we can get it looking, and then we're gonna get some plants for it. And then we're also going to bring over, we have a bench that sits over here that we had to move this summer, but we're gonna move that back over here. We're gonna add some plants, get some pumpkins, of course, and then I get to have a little magical backyard decor and sort of scratch that itch of wanting to decorate outside, but really not being able to too much right now. So I think that's what we're gonna do next.
I started with this forged hammer silver spray paint just to give it a little bit of a base. I've used this on other pieces, and depending on the finish, it can have a really pretty like crackle antique finish to it. From some of our house renovations, I already had some of this like concrete stucco type of finish on hand. So I figured I'd just give it a try and rub it all over and just see how it looked. Once the stucco mix was dry, I went back in with more spray paint. I used the same silver forged spray paint from earlier, as well as a black hammered spray paint. I went in with the black hammered spray paint while the silver was still wet. I just personally like the look of going over them while they're both still wet, just so that they look a little bit more blended. I'm really happy with the way my cauldron turned out. It may not look authentically 100 years old, but I think it's still really cute. So I got some mums to add to it. I also used some bricks at the bottom, both to weigh it down and to prop up the mums just a little bit. Another thrifted find, I love this little ceramic jack-o'-lantern. I think he is so cute, and I thought he was perfect for outside because he's nice and heavy. So I'm not sure at this point how to end this video, but I thought I'd give you just like a little peek into how this video even came to be, because I actually started like recording for this video way back in like mid-August. I had to redecorate for fall a little bit earlier than I normally would, just for some work things. And so I started this whole video way back in mid-August, and I really thought that I'd have this up for you guys, you know, like probably in September, and it is now almost mid-October, and to be honest, I'm just a little bit like in that frazzled content creator mindset where sometimes it's just overwhelming to figure out like where perfectionism stops. For me, I'm definitely a big perfectionist, and I know that I tend to waffle between, you know, really letting that perfectionism take over, sort of like in this instance, and, you know, a single video taking multiple months to kind of put together. And then at other times, you know, pushing myself to just like, you know, done is better than perfect sort of a thing. And sometimes putting out
videos that I'm not so proud of. So it's definitely a struggle for me at times, but I wanted to give you like that little peek behind the curtain of what that's actually like and why sometimes it's hard to just like get videos out there. But anyway, I really do hope this was an enjoyable process. You know, whether you're decorating or not, I feel like I love to watch people decorate, especially for fall. It's just one of my favorite times. So I hope that it was enjoyable. I hope that you are having a beautiful fall and you are really like taking your time and enjoying this season. It is flying by for me already. And so I really hope to kind of slow down and enjoy it a little bit more. But I hope you are doing that for yourself. And I hope you are having a lovely day. And I will see you next time.